You've seen this graph. Supply and demand crossing in an X. It's the most famous picture in economics. But here's what nobody tells you. That X is a prediction machine. And when a government overrides it with rent control, a minimum wage, or a gas price cap, the math doesn't disappear. It just shows up somewhere else. Price on the vertical axis, quantity on the horizontal. The demand curve slopes downward. Cheaper things, more buyers. The supply curve slopes upward. Higher prices mean producers are willing to make more, maybe opening a second factory or working a later shift. Where the curves cross, there's one magic price. Call it P star. At that price, the quantity people want to buy exactly matches the quantity producers want to sell. Nothing left over, nobody empty-handed. In a free market, this is the price things drift to. Now suppose the government decides P star is too high. They cap the price below equilibrium, a price ceiling. At this lower price, the curves tell the story. Lots of people want to buy, almost nobody wants to sell. The gap between them, that's the shortage. Think New York rent control, plenty of renters, almost no apartments. Or the 1973 gas lines, cars around the block, pumps running dry. Flip it around. The government sets a floor, above equilibrium. At this high price, lots of producers want to sell, few people want to buy. The gap is a surplus. When the price is the minimum wage and the good is labor, the surplus has a familiar name: unemployment. When the good is butter under EU price supports, the surplus piles up. Once enough to feed the continent for a year. Your turn. Which policy creates a shortage, not a surplus? It's A. Rent control. A rent ceiling sits below equilibrium, so demand outstrips supply. Minimum wage and ag price supports are floors above equilibrium. They create surpluses. Prices are messengers, carrying information about what's scarce. You can shoot the messenger, but the scarcity doesn't vanish. It just shows up as a waiting list, a queue, a neighbor with a connection. The X always wins.